Everyone is talking about the things that you should do if you want to be a successful teacher. Well, today I want to talk about some things that you should not do. And I know this advice is going to go against the grain, but it's very important that you know these things if you want to be successful. Hi, I'm the one that shoots with Two Cute Classrooms, and this is my space for fellow teachers, homeschool moms, and or homeschool dads. Let's get right into this video. You've heard this advice time and time again, and it may sound really good, but when you stop and think about it, it's really not. That advice is to get to work about 30 minutes to an hour earlier so you can get started with your day. Well, let me tell you, I've been teaching for over 18 years, and I've been an educator for 20 years. And I can promise you that getting to work early is okay in some instances, but it can cause you some problems. Here's why. I used to get to work early every day at a couple of my jobs, and I made some shocking discoveries. At one school, because I was getting to work early, I was assigned morning duty because they figure, hey, she's here anyway, she may as well have something to do. Well, unbeknownst to my principal, or whether my principal cared or not, I was coming to work early so I could decompress and get my room set up for the new day. But I found out really quickly that wasn't really a good idea, because suddenly, instead of me being able to do the things that I need to do to prep for the day, I had duty to go do. So that sort of went against the grain. At another particular school, because I would get to work earlier, my principal would release my students to me. Students were getting to school early, so she felt like, hey, the teacher's here, the kids here, they can go ahead and start their day. Of course, that was not what I wanted to do when I was coming to work this 30 minutes early. I wanted to set up my room, because in the evening I wanted to just go ahead and leave. Sounded great, but it ended up working against me. So these are some reasons why getting to work early as an educator may not be the best thing for you. Of course, this may not be true in every instance. You have to try it out for yourself, but coming to work earlier, getting up the extra 30 minutes, not really worth it to me, but you make the decision for yourself. Here's the second thing that you shouldn't do if you want to be a successful teacher, and again, it's going to go against the grain. That is stay at late work. I hear one of my fellow teachers is complaining constantly now of being at work till 5 and 6 o'clock in the evening. And her premise is, well, I don't want to take it home with me. The thing is, whether you're at home or not, it is going home with you, because you are beyond contracted hours. Any work that you do that's past the time that's on your contract is past contracted hours. So when she's staying at work till 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, she's defeating the whole purpose. You are losing valuable time with your family. You're running your health. Don't do it. Go ahead and go home. Now, you may be saying, well, how can I go ahead and go home if I'm not coming to work early? You can stay a little late, but it wouldn't go past 30 minutes, 45 minutes at the most. Go ahead, clean your room, set up for the next day, and go ahead, grab your bags and go home. Leave those papers on your desk. I have to confess, I did it for years. I stayed at work late. I would try to come to work a little earlier, worked on the weekends and holidays. And I promise you, my students did really well, but I lost a lot of precious family time, and I sincerely regret it. And if I had to do it again, I wouldn't do it at all. So fortunately, this year, I'm not a classroom teacher. I am an academic interventionist, and I get the privilege of going home. Of course, I still have work sitting there. I still have things to do, but I made my mind up. If it's beyond the time that I'm supposed to be at work, I'm going home. Now, I did make an agreement with myself that I was willing to sacrifice about one weekend, 1, 2, maybe the most, not 2 weekends in a month, but maybe 2 weekends as a whole. But as far as staying late at work, don't do it. Don't do it. They are not paying you. It's not worth your health. It's not worth sacrificing your own family life to do whatever that is that you need to get done, or you feel like you need to get done at school. Do it during contracted hours. Find a way to squeeze those extra minutes in during the day. Before we go any further into this video, be sure to give this video a like, a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to follow me. A healthy thing that I've noticed teachers are doing, trying to get ahead, trying to be a super teacher, and that is skipping lunch, skipping breakfast, not eating, just pushing through, powering through, not going to bed on time. Stop now. If you're going to be successful in your career, if this is what you're going to do and you're going to do it for the long haul, then you're going to have to find some tips and hacks that's going to help you be able to do things a little more efficiently. Never skip your breakfast or lunch. Your health is just as important as whatever it is that you have going on at work. You're going to destroy your body. You're going to end up on dialysis or something else. But you're going to be sick, and then you have to ask yourself, what good is this when I have ruined my health? It's not any good at all. I'll give you an example. I used to be in such a hurry to get to work. I had to get to work on time. I had to get to work on time. I had to get there early. So I had my 2 boys in the car with me one time, and I was going to work. The daycare opened at 6:30, and reality was I needed to be going up the highway to my job at 6:30, but I couldn't. I could leave home, no matter, as early as I wanted, but I still had to sit there and wait till the daycare opened. So I was trying to hurry and get to the daycare by 6:30 so I could be parked in the parking lot so I could leave. But what ended up happening was I was passing this car, and my oldest son, he was like terrified. I wasn't going that fast, but I was going pretty fast. And he said, "Oh my God, Mama, you're going to kill us. You're going to kill us all. We're going to get killed." And I stopped and I came to myself and I said, you know what? He has a point. I'm driving this fast. I'm in this bigger hurry to get to a job that's only going to send my family a flower and give my son some condolences once I'm gone. The light came on. I quit that. I explained to my principal, hey, I have to drop my youngest son off at the daycare. This daycare doesn't open until 6:30. I cannot get here before a little after 7. I'm sorry. And so once I got that situated, she was really understanding. And so I think about all the times I did that, and it really was not worth it. So when you are trying to sacrifice your health, when you're trying to sacrifice your family to get to a job, it's not worth it. Just stop and think about what you're doing as an educator. And we're always talking to people about being educated, getting a degree, get a profession, do something so you don't have to struggle. Well, to me, that's struggling. So stop. You're not going to get any more done. You may prevent a write-up. Talk to your principal. Most of the time, they're going to be understanding about why you can't get to work any earlier. Don't skip your breakfast. Eat your lunch. Go home on time. Do what you need to do. Do you. Make sure that you're taking care of your health, because what you're going to do is end up burnt up or mentally exhausted and fatigued because you are not taking care of your health, trying to see about paperwork or get other kids taken care of, and you're not taking care of you. You are a contradiction in and of itself. So again, this was LaWanda Shields with Too Cute Classroom, giving you some tips on things you should not do if you really, really want to be a successful teacher. So don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up, to follow, and to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.